Hey, how are we? It's Tuki here. We're back with one of our dragons from last time we were sketching, so this one seemed like a couple of people liked it, so we'll carry on with him. So this is a very jolly dragon from the beginning, so I think this is the first sketch on the other video. So I'm just going around at the moment just lining him, then I'll be showing just really quickly how to base them. So this is in Sai at the moment, so I'm just taking the magic wand tool and then selecting all the outside of it, and then you just invert and then make a layer below. There we are. And then just colour all that layer in with one colour with the paint bucket tool or something. And then you just lock the opacity just to play with that. So that'd give you a base colour underneath your line art. But with that you'd need your line art to be one consistent shape all the way around. Because if there's a gap anywhere in it, it'll start selecting inside that line art too. Because I was asked in one of the other videos just how I do that real quickly, so this is in Photoshop now. So again the same thing, it's grab the magic wand and then invert the selection so it selects inside the lines as well. Another layer, and then underneath just paint bucket tool. So I think I do this one red, there it is, a cherry red colour. The only thing with Photoshop I find sometimes it leaves a little bit of an edge around the outside, so I'm just going to show you that now. So it just leaves a couple, it's a little bit messier than Sign, I'm not sure why. I'm not the best for tutorials, but what sometimes helps cut down on this is, I'm just removing that other layer now, is when you select it again, so I'll just go through and invert, is on the selection you can, under modify, you can expand or contract the selection. So you can contract it by 1 or 2 pixels just to get inside your lines a bit better. Just to cut down the amount of cleanup you might have to do if you find it helps at all. So I'm doing this one here with, I think it's contracted by 2. There we are. But here and there I find that it's gone inside those lines a little bit too much, so we go back through. There we are, I'm just circling them there. So I go back through and I'll do it with just 1 pixel instead, and I find that worked a lot better for this one. So yeah, that's how I go around and slam colour on really quickly sometimes if it's a nice neat-ish line art. There we go. Okay, so that seemed to work a lot better with just 1 pixel there, so I'll go back to Sai now and we'll go finish this up. Yeah, that's just to show really quickly how to do that. Anyway, that's just showing the different layers. So lines on one and the colour on the other one. There we are, and we'll go back to Sai now and carry on. Okay, so we'll do him green, because we didn't do a green dragon last time, did we? We did an icy dragon. So this one can be our, I don't know, he's a kind of a foresty dragon, isn't he? I get quite carried away with this one. I give him a weird little background as well. I say him, it could be a her, or it doesn't even have to be either, does it? Dragons are magic. They can do what they want. It's like a nice emerald green dragon. And it was nice to de-stress because we've been having a lot of little wobbly earthquakes all throughout the day, just little ones. Just wobbling back and forth. It makes it hard now and again to tell whether you're like feeling a bit sick or queasy, or if the earth is actually moving a little bit. Because you don't find out for a minute, because it doesn't turn up on GeoNet for a minute, so you're like, oh, is the earth moving? So what I've done is I've tied a ribbon to the it sounds stupid. I've tied a ribbon to the ceiling, so if it moves now and again, I can look up, and if the ribbon is moving, then there's probably an earthquake. Just so I know I'm not going mad. Because yeah, you have to wait a minute, and then the GeoNet site will tell you whether or not the earth moved. Anyway, there's our dragon here. So we're popping a background in. I gave him like lemon tree or something behind him, just a big pattern behind him because I was just trying to unwind. But yeah, the GeoNet site doesn't tell you for about a minute whether or not there was an earthquake. It takes a little while to update, so you keep looking up to the ribbon to see if the ribbon's moved. There we are, I get very carried away doodling on this one. Yeah, so I'll probably do another one, and then we might do another sheet of things I can pick something else out to draw. I think it was the rooster one that I might do next. Anyway, there we go. Lovely. So he's just about finished. So thank you very much for sitting through this, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!